Hello, everyone. How are you doing? I'm Sign1News anchor Jaydeep Gore. Here's a quick look at the top trending stories making headlines today. If you post an interesting comment about this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. Gruesome and disturbing details were revealed during the court appearance of Brian Walsh. He is a Massachusetts man accused of murdering his wife, Anna. She has been missing for 2 weeks and her body has not been found. But prosecutors laid out the disturbing clues that led them to Walsh's arrest. Prosecutors say between January 1st and January 3rd, Walsh used his son's iPad to search for things like how long before a body starts to smell? Can identification be made on partial remains? How to clean blood from wooden floors? And can you be charged with murder without a body? Investigators found evidence in several trash dump sites that contained bloodstains, a hacksaw, hatchet, towels, rags, gloves, a heavily stained rug, a hazmat suit, his wife's COVID-19 vaccination card, her purse, and part of her necklace. Prosecutors say the motive? Walsh chose to kill his wife instead of divorcing her. Walsh pleaded not guilty and is being held without bail. His defense attorney released a statement that says, in part, it's easy to charge a crime and even easier to say a person committed that crime. But it is much more difficult to prove it. Rich Ostoff, a homeless veteran, is accusing Congressman George Santos of taking $3,000 from his dying dog's GoFundMe. He says Santos promised to raise funds for his dog's life-saving surgery in 2016, then took off with the money. He says his dog died about 6 months later. Santos says the story is fake, and he has no clue who Ostoff is or what he's talking about. GoFundMe says it has removed the fundraiser from its platform after getting a report about it. After a month-long trial, the jury in the second trial against alleged Oath Keepers began deliberations today, Thursday. Three alleged members of the far-right group and one associate are facing charges, including seditious conspiracy. Sedition is when a person or group riles up people to rebel against a state or government. All four on trial have pleaded not guilty. They're trying to avoid the fate of other members of the Oath Keepers who were convicted on multiple charges in November. Democrats in Washington state want to crack down on apps that collect private health data. particularly those apps that track a woman's menstrual period. The bill was introduced that would prevent apps from sharing health data it collects without users' consent. It would also give app users more control over their personal data, like allowing people to delete their info or prohibit some uses of it. Lawmakers say the reason they are concerned about menstrual period tracking apps is because they are concerned some states may use that data from the app to allow authorities to charge women with crimes if they violate abortion laws. Apparently, there is a huge demand for non-alcoholic drinks right now. And it's because of the dry January movement. People all over the country are giving up alcohol for 1 month, and bartenders are cheering on the trend. According to Nielsen, sales of non-alcoholic beverages like spirits, beers, wine, and canned mocktails grew 20.6% between August 2021 and August 2022, totaling $395 million. Plus, statistics show younger Gen Z consumers appear to be less interested in drinking alcohol than previous generations, which could be one reason for the rise in popularity in booze-free drinks. Jonathan Knight, a former member of the popular boy band New Kids on the Block, says during the band's early days, he was pressured to hide his sexuality. The band shot to fame in the 1980s. Knight says the group's manager knew that he was gay, but urged him to keep his sexuality a secret. Knight was told if anyone found out he was gay, his career and the band's career would be over, and that Sony would lose a lot of money. Knight, who is now 54 years old, revealed the story after he married his longtime partner. Knight was the first to leave the band in 1994. The group officially disbanded soon after, but they reunited in 2008. A biopic about the king of pop, Michael Jackson, is headed to the big screen. Jackson is one of the most popular and most controversial music artists of all time. Sources say the film will tell the story of his music career, from a young boy with the Jackson 5 to his rise as the biggest music star in the world as an adult. And it will reportedly also cover the scandals in his life, including pedophilia accusations and his shocking death at the age of 50. Production on the film is set to begin this year. Sign1News will be broadcasting updates Monday through Friday. A big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone, and you can also watch on Apple TV, Amazon, and Roku.